ladies and gentlemen.
Let me tell you something, brother.
It's Talk Wrestling Live with Felix the Cat Katlovski.
Doesn't matter what your name is.
We heard rumbling. No, we heard rumors. Homicide. Conan. 5150 at LAX.
Listen live on Mondays at 4 p.m. on NorthCoastUnderground.com.
And follow us on Twitter at TWL 24/7.
I'm in no mood for your wisecrack. Let's get it on.
Hey wrestling fans, this is Felix the Cat Katlovski on Talk Wrestling Live on NorthCoastUnderground.com, where the underground starts with you. And we're going to be talking about AIW here locally in Cleveland. So let's get it started with AIW. So last time AIW, Absolute Intense Wrestling, was here in the Cleveland area, they were in Lakewood, Ohio at the Winchester for Wrestle Rager. And we had a four-way match where TKD defeated Brian Carson as well as Lee Moriarty and Trey Lamar. And we also had Ryder Reed beat Victor Benjamin along with Lady Frost, who accompanied him. You also had Parker Pierce, and he was the man with the victory against Rex Brody. You also had the Philly Marino Experience, that's Marino Tengalia and Philly Collins, and they defeated Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham and Ethan Page. Now you also had Alley Cat, and she won against Kylie Ray. You also had Zach Thomas, and he defeated Wardlow. And then you also had Martina, along with the Weird World, Alex Keller and Evan Adams, and they beat the production, and that's Dan Housen and Derek Director, along with Eddie Only. You also had Dominic Guarini, and he beat Wes Barkley. And then in that AIW Intense title Falls Count Anywhere match, you had Matthew Justice, and he defeated G. Raver. Now, PB Smooth was not scheduled for action in that show, so he was still the champion, but that all changed at Slumber Party Massacre when Filthy Tom Lawler defeated Matthew Justice, Tim Donst, and PB Smooth to become the new AIW Absolute Champion. Now, AIW will be back here in Cleveland after their big Slumber Party Massacre show that took place in New Jersey over WrestleMania week as part of the Collective. And we now have Gauntlet for the Gold 2019, and it is this Friday, April 26th at St. John the Baptist Byzantine Hall in Parma, Ohio. This show's all about the former Impact Wrestling star DJ Z and longtime indie performer, having wrestled as Shima Zion in AIW along with many other indies. He will be making his big farewell appearance on the show before heading up to WWE. And we know the matches for that show. In a four-way match for DJ Z's farewell, it's DJ Z taking on Flip Kendrick, as well as Deranged and Gringo Loco. And then we have Eddie Kingston, and he'll be taking on Nick Gage, and you know that match is going to be violent. If you're squeamish, if you don't have a stomach that's very strong, I would recommend not watching or closing your eyes because it's going to get really bloody, and not everybody can handle that. We also have an intense title match as Matthew Justice, the champion, takes on Joshua Bishop. Then it's their 20-year anniversary where Josh Prohibition, he'll be taking on M-Dog Matt Cross, and these guys know each other very well from their days in XPW over here to AIW. So these guys have been everywhere on the indie scene, and they just know each other so well that they know what to expect. So it's like brother versus brother, even though they're not actual brothers. They know each other just as well. And then you have, in a tag team title match, it's To Infinity and Beyond. That's Colin Delaney and Cheech, and they'll be taking on La Familia de Tijuana, and that's Besta and Damien 666. And then also, you'll have MJF, Maxwell J. Friedman, and he'll be taking on the franchise, Shane Douglas, along with Francine by his side. And if you ever watched ECW, you'll remember those two names right there. So it's going to be great seeing these legends competing at AIW right there. And then you have the next show that's going to be Keep Their Heads Ringin', and that's on Friday, May 17th for AIW from the Odeon in downtown Cleveland. And the talk of the town is that the Lucha Bros from Impact Wrestling and AEW, All Elite Wrestling, they will be in action at AIW just days before their AEW Double or Nothing match on May 25th. Now also AIW will be doing a show the same night as AEW's Double or Nothing. On May 25th, AIW will be holding a beer bash on East 55th Street in Cleveland, Ohio at the Gold Horn Brewery. So that's everything that I have to cover for AIW. That does it for today's show of Talk Wrestling Live. We hope you join us next week on NorthCoastUnderground.com, where the underground starts with you.
You've been listening to Talk Wrestling Live. Listen live on Mondays at 4 p.m. on NorthCoastUnderground.com.
And follow us on Twitter at TWL 24/7.
Goodbye, and good night, bad. Rest in peace.